As you guys know, I like to end each of my geolocation videos by pointing out which previous location that I found is closest to the one that's featured in that video. In the last episode that I did, I mentioned that the closest previous location was very close to that one, but I also pointed out that they were not the two closest locations I had found so far. Naturally, that made people wonder which two locations were the closest and exactly how close together were they. Well guys, I figured it out and it's pretty wild. Some of you may recall that I have found two different people in Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. The first time was in Season 1, Episode 68, in a very touching video that someone sent me in honor of their father who had passed. And then 50 episodes later, I found someone else in Chambersburg who was going for a walk down the street and asked me to figure out where they were. That was in Season 1, Episode 118. Now guys, Chambersburg is a relatively small borough in south central Pennsylvania, so I remembered being just astounded that I had found two different people there. And at the time, I realized that the two locations were very close together, but I wasn't doing the whole closest previous location thing yet, so I didn't really make a note of exactly how close together they were. But guys, it's incredibly close. It's so close that it doesn't even make sense to measure it in miles and kilometers, because these two locations are only 677 feet or about 206 meters apart from each other. I put together a quick visual in Google Street View just to illustrate how close together these two places are. If you start at this place from Season 1, Episode 118, and you go down to the end of the block, then turn left, then go down just a couple of blocks and turn right. If you turn around from there, you will find yourself at the spot from Season 1, Episode 68. I just think that's so cool. And guys, I don't mean to be overly sappy about this, but one of the reasons I like to figure out the closest previous locations is because I feel like it helps to create connections among these places that are otherwise just random points on a map. I feel like it makes the places and the people that I've found feel more like a community. And I like that. Maybe that seems silly, but I appreciate you guys, and I'm glad you're here.